Hello and welcome to one of the CLIPC guidance videos. In this video we will show you one of our indicator processing tools, the Process Simple Indicators function. This function is useful if you want to create an indicator yourself based on raw climate data. First, make sure to log in because otherwise the indicator processing options will not be available. In order to have a closer look at the function, let's start off by going to Access Climate Data and then clicking on Access CLIPC Dataset Catalog and again access the dataset catalog. In this dataset catalog, you can find any of the available data within the CLIPC portal and its associated partners. You can search for data by going through the various categories to the left. If you look for a specific dataset, you can also type it in on the upper left of the screen here. Let's say we want to create an indicator which reflects the daily maximum temperatures. The corresponding raw data goes by the name TASMAX, which stands for Daily Maximum Near Surface Air Temperature. Type in TASMAX on the upper left of the screen. As you see, the listed datasets contain daily data, each for another year. Just click on the upmost dataset to access further information. Scroll to the very bottom of the information box and copy the link listed under Online Research 1. We will need this link in order to start the processing function. Because you will later need more information from this box, go to the top of the screen, click on the arrow next to the CLIPC icon, move your cursor to My Datasets, and right-click to open a new tab. Switch to this tab and click on Calculate Indices. You might want to read the explanation before starting the tool. However, for now, let's just start right away. Click on Simple Indicator Execute to start the tool. Paste the link you copied before into the field Input File List and click on Add File. You will then see our dataset appear underneath the input field. You can also add multiple files, which will then be treated as if they were one dataset. This can be used to link together several input files, for instance when data is stored over several time periods. Scroll down and click on Next. Here you need to fill in the input variable name, which must be the one available in the dataset you added in the step before. In order to get this information, you need to check the metadata of the corresponding dataset. To do this, go back to the tab in your internet browser where you initially started. Here, you can see the name TASMAX on the very bottom of the information box. This is the input variable name you will need, so copy it and go back to the tab where you already started the processing function. Paste the input variable name and click on Next. Now you need to choose a time slice. You can pick temporal groupings which can be years, months, or several months combined. The capital letters stand for the various month, so ONDJFM stands for the period October to March, AMJJAS for April to September, SON for September to November, and so on. Let's imagine we want to calculate the mean of the daily maximum temperature for each month. Correspondingly, we choose the term month and click on Next. Now we need to select the time period we want to process. However, as we want to cover the longest temporal span possible, we leave none in the field, meaning that all data of the initial dataset will be processed. Click on Next. Here you can select certain model levels that are available in the dataset you are working on. In order to check what levels are available, you could switch to the information box in the other tab and have a look there. However, as currently no model levels are available within the CLIPC datasets, just leave this field to default and click on Next. In this step, you need to select which indicator you want to process. In case you are not familiar with indicator abbreviations and their respective mathematical backgrounds, please visit www.ecad.eu/indicesextremes/indicesdictionary.php. As we want to calculate the mean of the daily maximum temperature, we can see that we need to choose Tx. Accordingly, go back to the tab with your indicator processing function and select Tx. Then click Next. You can select a threshold by simply entering a value or a value range. However, in this case, we will just leave none as the default and continue by clicking Next. Lastly, you need to give an output name. Let's choose TX Monthly, and then click on Next. You will now be forwarded to the current and previous job site. Here, you see all jobs you have performed using CLIPC. You can also see the progress of your processing operation here. When clicking on Details, you can have a look at all selections you made when processing this indicator. And in case you think there might have been an error, click on Delete to discard the processed indicator. Please note that it will take some time for the indicator to be completed. Clicking on Details shows you a more accurate progress of the indicator's creation. Once the indicator has been processed, you will find it under My Data in the Map Viewer, or under My Datasets. This concludes our video on the Process Simple Indicators function. For further guidance, click on the information icons that you find throughout the tool, or please check out our other videos.